And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. Let me know if you can hear me. Well, I have Sean with me today, so he will be joining us.
My oh my, Krisha leading the stream.
I'm new to this, guys, like relatively new. I don't usually control all the elements. And, yeah. The audio and the video, so I'm gonna be a bit rusty, but give me the thumbs up if you can hear us both properly. So this is me. Sean, do you want to do a mic check?
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing.
Alright guys, give us a thumbs up if you can hear us properly. And then we'll get this party started. Okay, Julian's in here.
Showing in here. Is showing in here, showing. You know, I proposed to Krisha that you need to join us on all these streams.
Okay, Candace is in here, Lindeka's in here, CP's in here. How's it going, guys? Happy Sunday. I'm gonna switch on over. Sean, are you willing? Are you ready to give them your 1,000 gigawatt smile? Sean's gonna smile for you guys.
Wow, she's in.
Hey, Philippe. In 3, 2, 1, and what's up, you guys? Hey, Sean, smile for the audience, please.
You're making me blush. That's her line. How's it going, guys? Happy Sunday, leading into the big weekly close. What do you guys think? Gonna close green or red?
Yeah, let's see it. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Tomorrow, do we close green or do we close red on the weekly? Green for green, red for red. Let's go.
And by the way, shout out to Mock. He's been working on a really cool Mango artificial intelligence feature where we predict whether the next candle is going to be closing green or red. So that's going to be available for you guys too very soon.
Yes.
Mango, Mock says Sean's volume is kind of low. So could you increase it?
I mean, I can try. Yes, sorry. I could be like, no, Sean. Today it's my turn to rant, my turn to just go on. But let me, yeah, it's right here. Let's bring you up a bit.
How's that, guys?
I'm being generous.
How's that?
Is it good? Give us a thumbs up if Sean is sounding good so far.
So Mark and Julian both of them voted for the candle close red. Freaking bears.
Philippe is like, answer is no. Red. Okay, so red seems to have the vote. Sean, are you ready to get on over to the charts? Are you guys ready to get on over to the charts?
I'm on the charts.
Okay, cool. So Sean's like,
I'm ahead of you guys.
Okay, so I'm a bit rusty with this.
Oh, by the way, guys, heads up. I have 2 shots here for Krisha. One's a gin shot, another is a vodka shot. If you guys get us to 100 likes, Krisha's going to be downing both shots together, and then I'm going to get her to finish my whiskey too, because I'm not enjoying it. No, not too much. I dropped ice in here like an idiot. You don't do that to scotch.
He put ice in scotch, guys.
But.
Oh my goodness.
What are you laughing for? You're gonna be finishing this if you get 100 likes, so.
Alright, so let's get on over to the charts. Sean, what's your magic button? Is it 1 or is it 2?
Alt 1.
Alt 1.
There we go. Atta girl. She did it. She did it. That's awesome.
Alrighty, so here we are, guys. I was gonna say the chat, the charts. Let's see who we have in here. Line of Judah. What's up, man?
Hey, man.
Ken is in here. Murli is in here. How's it going, Murli? Abhijit Sen is in here. Deep red. Okay, so everyone is expecting a red candle. Let's actually get on over to the weekly, since we're talking about the weekly. And you know what? Let's get rid of all the biases on the chart. I have this beautiful descending triangle drawn in. We all know what a descending triangle means. But for this candle, yeah, let's go ahead. Now I see why you guys think it's gonna be red. Sean, look at the weekly candle so far. I mean, how many hours do we have left on this? 5 hours?
5 and a half.
5 hours and then 30 minutes.
Like what? That's a couple $1,000s for Bitcoin to close green. Just a couple thousand. Guys, don't underestimate the last 12 hours of the weekly.
So how about you vote, Sean?
Red.
What's your
Red.
vote? Red? Okay, yeah. What about next week? I'm saying this. I think that this candle is gonna close red, but I'm expecting it to close over inside that red box territory essentially that I've drawn out for you guys. Let's just zoom into this, all right? Zoom into this picture right now. We're talking about Bitcoin.
So you're saying the red? I agree too. The red box is a lot more important than whether it closes green or red. Closing underneath that red box, that's gonna be ugly.
Because we're trying to anticipate the next week, pretty much, right? I want to know what happens in the next week for Bitcoin. Now, we're seeing NASDAQ rally, we're seeing SPY rally, we're seeing some of the commodities actually come up against resistance, and, all right, yeah, commodities come up against resistance. Dixie as well, coming up against resistance, getting rejected on those regions, and what do you know? Bitcoin right now is sort of lagging behind some of these basically the traditional markets. So I'm saying that to anticipate what happens in the next week, while we may still close red this week, okay, and I think I'm swinging red too. However, if we close over, Sean, I believe we close over 29.3K, 29.4K, I think the next week is going to be a green week. What do you guys think? If we close over 29.4K, I think next week is going to be green.
So Julian says that there's only $1,000 Bitcoin needs to cover to close green. So that's Bitcoin can cover that in like the next hour, guys.
And what's the volatility on this candle? Like just the body of the candle, right? That's $1,000. So I mean, it could still it still could very well happen. I mean, this is Bitcoin. We've seen crazier things on Bitcoin's chart. But I'm saying if we even close inside that red box territory, the next week is going to be green. Because it's not just about, okay, does it close green or does it close red? I want to know what happens in the next 7 days, right? That next 7 days is going to be pretty clutch, depending on where we close this candle.
So I want you guys to let us know what your thoughts are. What do you guys think next week is going to close? Because we've had, I'm counting here now, 9 weeks of red. Right. That's 9, right? 9.
Let's go to
that might be a historic record for Bitcoin.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I believe even like the bear market phase.
So this is the 8th week.
Yes.
Right, we're about to go into the 9th week. So if we close the next week red, it's going to be 9 weeks. 2 more weeks, it's going to be 10 red weeks. So.
Well equals will. Green got to be.
Mark saying I'm thinking a little bit of green. We're gonna have to look at the structure of the lower time frames to get a better idea, in my opinion, of what's going on. And I am seeing some signs. Krisha, if you switch on over to your, let's switch on over to the 4-hour, for example. Okay. We're not seeing that push down, right? Not yet. It seems like there's some exhaustion on the seller side. If you go on over to the 4-day now, from the 4-hour to the 4-day, right, it's a big jump. Switch on over to your oscillators. Like the 4-day stochastics, right, that's a sort of signature where you do see a temporary bounce at the very least. We've traded that multiple times in the past as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So stochastics crossing at the bottom of the Stokes, all the way, like it's pretty much screaming for a temporary bounce at the very least. And I've had experience where the 4-day time frame puts in like the perfect bear flag, like it's kind of doing right now, but kind of breaks up first, right? And then eventually it may come down, but if it does break up first, the next leg down isn't that deep.
So you're saying that it could break up. So if we look for that breakup, okay, and I think, I mean, if you guys look at the Stokes, right, just look at the Stokes right now. We crossed bullish right here. Now this was 25th of Jan. I'm currently on the 4-day time frame if you guys want to follow along. Cross bullish, got all the way up to, look at price right here, right? Got all the way up to the 21 EMA. Similarly, the last time we crossed bullish around these levels right here, basically the sub 20 levels on the Stokes. Cross bullish right here. And we saw a following rally right after, once again, all the way to that 21 EMA, even broke the 21 EMA to continue with that next rally all the way up to 60K. And yeah, usually like every time we've crossed, we've seen a rally of sorts. Some met with rejection, others actually went on to make new local highs on the chart. Now, similarly, if we actually, we already have a bullish turn on here. We have a bullish cross on here. And this is what I'm anticipating, okay? Just based on this. Now, if you even take this picture on the 4-day time frame, 4-day Stokes, get on over to your 4-hour time frame, right? And now what are we looking at here? If I just clear out my chart and look at the structure, and this is such structure that we brought up yesterday, right? So I was looking at, this could either be a descending channel or a falling wedge of sorts, or it could also be a descending triangle, right? And so I think this is leading more towards the wedge or the channel. Let's go ahead and draw out the structure.
Some respect there.
There we go. I mean, that's the thing. It's both, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's so close to the edge there. Usually, when I see patterns like this in a bear market, I'm usually leaning bearish. But given the current sort of picture, given the current structure, based on the overhead resistance, that's why I'm saying that if we close over resistance, basically inside that red box territory, I'm looking at this. I'm going to be looking at this as more of a falling wedge, looking for that next breakout. If the breakout comes, right? And that's where I think that we could actually get up to that 21 EMA on the 4-day time frame. So essentially, if we actually break from here, back on over to the 4-day 21 EMA, I think we could very well, first off, test 31.7K, going all the way up to 35.2K.
That does line up with the 10 SMA as well, because I think the 10 SMA is going to start pressing down on price again over there on the 4-day.
Yeah.
Sam posted something interesting on the C chat. I'm not sure if he's here right now. Shout out to Sam. He's noticed that the 2-day time frame has been holding price down for a while now. So Krisha, could you switch on over to the 2-day time frame real quick?
2-day time frame.
The 10 SMA.
Oof.
Yeah, just clear everything out but the 10 SMA.
All right, let's get rid of the Ichimoku. Let's get rid of the EMA. I'm also gonna just switch off my lines. Holy, good catch, Sam. Good freaking catch. Jesus. All right. This has seen quite a bit of respect since we broke down right here. Now this came in at the 44.6K level, right? We took out that 10 simple moving average, and every touch of the 10 SMA has been met with freaking resistance. And look at how neat this entire freaking region was for Bitcoin, right? Came up here to the 10 SMA on the 2-day, rejection, 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 boom. The next sort of drop to the downside. So once again, now we're back up on that 10 SMA. So yeah, I see this. If we close, and that's the thing, this is where the confluence really comes in. There's so much sort of lining up here. So now on the 4-hour time frame, we have that beautiful falling wedge. We also have this overhead resistance that we're threatening to take out with that red box territory. 2-day time frame, we got the 10 SMA. We start closing over all of these levels. Yeah, we could see that next sort of rally coming in for Bitcoin, right? And I'm leaning more towards that side because of what the rest of the markets are doing right now in terms of NASDAQ, SPY. How is SPY doing right now? Do you want to get on over to SPY?
SPY had a fantastic close to its week. Fantastic. It did exactly what I was asking for it to do, for me to go like, okay, I'm going to take this seriously. And if you switch on over to the weekly right over there, Krisha, look at that. This low over here, this low is really, really important. So we're going to go ahead, turn on, put a horizontal right over there. And you have a diagonal over here. I'm just going to throw that away. It's not important. Krisha's patterns, who cares? Horizontals are king. But this low is really important. That being said, you could draw on a candle close over here as well, right?
Yeah.
But nonetheless, this is a bullish candle, really bullish. That being said, we've still yet to put in a high low and a high high, right? We're still in a weekly downtrend, a clear weekly downtrend, so nothing to get too excited about just yet, right? This is a downtrend. We could very well reject the 10 SMA, come down, and that's going to be the next big question: high low or low low, right? If we put in a high low and then come back up like this, market's going to be bidding the zone here, and we'll be taking off till the end of the year.
So I want to know now, coming back to basically, the title of this video, right? How do we all sort of trade this bear market? Now, of course, there are several ways in which you can trade a bear market. Some you can be profitable.
Some people just sit down and get wrecked on all the altcoins, is bag hodl and get shitcoined on.
So I want to know
the reason we call them shitcoins, guys, is because eventually you will get shat on, right? And now many of you guys are seeing what that feels like, what that smells like, and I'm betting a lot of you guys are realizing that ain't smelling so good now, is it? So this is why we trade the mango way. This is why we are primarily Bitcoiners, because it's the safer asset to hold on to, and then we use altcoins to collect Bitcoin, because you get to sit through these bear markets without going through the pain that the rest of the market is going through, because altcoins are getting so trashed right now. Like, look at AVAX, it's effing down to $25. It actually came down to your level, Krisha. There you go, look at that. Like, ridiculous. These are levels that people thought they'd never see again. But hey, when the shitcoin bear market comes, it comes with force. So I mean, it's here, man. It's effing here. I've been calling the shitcoin break on Ethereum as well. And Krisha, what are your thoughts on this? I'm not fully convinced yet. I'm not fully convinced yet that we see continuation down, right? But if this is the ETH BTC pairing, if ETH actually does go on a Bitcoin does go on a rally, this could start trending really, really aggressively, and we could be seeing us test all the way back down over here again, right?
It's not as easy to play as it used to be. I'm going to say that about the Ethereum BTC chart. I think it's going to be much of a chop. Like, you know how we trended on the way to the upside, right? It was like basically these pretty neat rallies, but then we had these pretty significant drops as well in on the FBAC chart. I think it's going to be something very, very similar here. However, I do believe that just based on Bitcoin dominance, and even just by looking at this chart, I think it's Bitcoin's time to shine. But the thing about the Ethereum BTC chart is that this could still go down when markets are rallying, right? I mean, Ethereum and Bitcoin could be rallying against USD. But what would sort of make this chart drop even further? It's the fact that the rally, the magnitude of Bitcoin's rally is going to be just that much more compared to Ethereum.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's one way in which this chart, the Ethereum BTC chart, could fall even further. So make no mistake. I mean, markets can rally, and the FBTC pairings can still show you weakness. So that's something to note. Now, as far as bear market's concerned, I want to know how many of you guys are currently in still in altcoins.
It's an interesting question.
Yeah, how many of you guys are still in altcoins? How many of you guys are waiting for the next bull market? You guys are thinking of just sitting on your bags.
Being in altcoins is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, all right? As long as you are in it, fully aware that it could go down lower. So how many of you guys think, this is the better question, how many of you guys think that altcoins are in for some more pain? Or how many of you guys think altcoins are here to bounce, or at the point of a massive trend reversal, not just a bounce? Okay? In fact, I do think altcoins could bounce over here against Bitcoin. What do you guys think? Trend reversal on altcoins, do they outperform, or do they get wrecked against Bitcoin? So literally type one of two words: outperform versus wrecked.
That's a good one. And also, while you're at it, don't forget to smash that like button if you're enjoying the conversation. That's essentially going to tell us whether or not you guys like these live streams, so we'll keep them coming.
So behind the curve says bounce. Okay, bounce. I agree with you there. But do you think that altcoins are in for some more pain? Is the bounce going to be a sustained rally? Wrecked. Okay, cool. I'm in line with that idea. Bounce into wrecked, yeah.
Wrecked. Okay.
Mock says wrecked as well. Will V is here. How's it going, buddy? How are you? Even aside from ETH, okay. So Will V's bagging some altcoins here for long term. I see. Yeah, there he says. He says, but only for long term, no leverage. All right, cool. So yeah, you know, picking up some altcoins over here, fully being aware that, you know what, Solana could go down to $20, AVAX could go down to $12. As long as you're okay with that, that's completely fine, because I want to draw your attention to the power of altcoins when they do rally. Like, look at this. So this is AVAX, right? We're sitting at $3, man. It went from 3 to 6 to 13 to, what is that, $60 within a span of like what, 4 weeks, 5 weeks? So in 5 weeks everything could turn around, and you don't really get a chance to get into position. That being said, you have to be very, very careful over here, because even though your altcoins may perform really well, they may not be doing that well compared to Bitcoin. In fact, they could be getting wrecked. So the big chart to be watching over here is the Bitcoin dominance chart. I do think Bitcoin is gonna, rather, altcoins are gonna bounce against Bitcoin because we are seeing resistance over here on the Bitcoin dominant chart. I did say 3 weeks ago now, a little less than 3 weeks ago actually, that the Bitcoin dominant saga is here. So guys, get ready, right? And we are seeing exactly that. Okay, so if Bitcoin breaks this neckline, Krisha, am I still a bit soft for you guys?
I'm turning up your volume, don't worry.
Okay.
I got you.
Okay, thank
I
you.
got you.
Yeah, but if we see Bitcoin break this neckline that Krisha has drawn out for you guys, that's gonna lead to a lot of altcoin pain, and believe me, guys, that then leads to depression in the market participants who sat with their altcoin bags. I don't think many of you guys know what it's like to watch Bitcoin go and go and go and go and go some more while your altcoins just lose value and lose value and lose value against Bitcoin. It can be very, very painful. Okay, so if you guys are holding alts, mentally get ready for that and be okay with that, right? Position for that, because even though your alts will be in a position to gain drastically when the bull market does come, you guys have a chance to buy your altcoins way cheaper against Bitcoin, way cheaper, right? Krisha, show them an example of, like, I don't know, some altcoin that got wrecked against Cardano, ADA BTC.
There we have it. I think, yeah. Let's get rid of all the lines now that we're out of the bull market. Look at where my lines are at, right? So remove drawings and Jesus Christ. So yeah, this is Cardano BTC. Now this was the 2019 phase right here. That's when sort of,
like, let's talk about the drawdown from the high. Right, like you wanna show them the pain that you have to sit through first before the rally, right? Imagine sitting through that.
94%.
And this is against
94%.
Bitcoin. This is not against like USD. So, the way you guys need to think about it is that you guys could have got that much more Cardano, if you guys were just in Bitcoin, not taking any risk and just sitting through all of this, sitting on the sidelines while Cardano was doing this, and then maybe when, let's say, Cardano does this, right? This region over here was your entry signal. Because even then, if you missed this rally, you got this entry over here, and then you got to ride this, right?
Because, correct me if I'm wrong. This entire phase of the market, basically April 2019 all the way to this phase here, this is when Bitcoin essentially rallied, right? From that 3-4K region all the way up to 14K.
Yeah, that was it.
Right,
yeah.
that was pretty much it. So just to show you, so that's April 2019 all the way to August 2019. I remember I was this is when
your brother
we were
was
in Canada at the time. So let's go back. Okay, here April 2019 all the way up to August. Okay, so we're basically looking at just to show you guys, all right? This is when Cardano got wrecked, when it went down that next sort of, that next drawdown that really took it down to 95% against Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin, notice what Bitcoin did, right? It rallied, but that Cardano chart got freaking destroyed. It got wrecked, right? So we could see something very, very similar wherein, yeah, the altcoins could rally, but your equity is just better off sitting in Bitcoin at the time, right? So when you do want to get into Cardano, when the time is right, you're able to accumulate a lot more on those dips.
Because unless it's like a massive bull market, you're not going to be seeing new money come in. And this is what I said. This is essentially what I said when I said the Bitcoin dominance saga is about to begin. Get ready for it. The idea behind that is we will not be seeing new money entering the space. It's going to be people reallocating, repositioning, and just essentially shuffling money into shuffling existing money in the space.
Yeah.
And usually during these kind of phases of bear market or even neutral market conditions, people tend to position themselves in Bitcoin because unless they're babying their altcoins in front of the screen all day, they rather just be in Bitcoin and go off to the beach and then wait for the bull market to pick up again, and then they're going to come in and baby their coins by getting into altcoins. Because unless they can manage their positions, the smart money does not bag hodl altcoins while on vacation or while busy at work, etc. Right? The smart money is rather going to be in either stable coins, right? Or they're going to be in Bitcoin. And you're going to see a lot of Ethereum too now. But I think that narrative is beginning to die.
You think?
I think
So
so.
what do you guys think happens to the whole NFT space if Bitcoin, if Ethereum actually falls further from here? Now we are already seeing a bunch of NFTs and stuff like take a trashing in terms of their price currently. So what are your thoughts, Sean?
On NFTs?
I feel like that's still a market that's yet. I mean,
I
we're
don't
seeing those
know
floor
enough
prices
yeah.
actually freaking come down.
Yeah, we were talking about this in C just this morning, right? We've seen Bored Apes Yacht Club, right? That's what they call BAYC, whatever the acronym stands for. It's down from 450 Ethereum to 80 Ethereum this morning, yeah, right? So
Wow.
that's huge. That's a huge drawdown,
Yeah.
right? So is that a buy opportunity for people, or are we going to see more, right? Are we going to see more? So that's where you have to that's where you need to have a thesis on whether there's new money coming into the space or people are going to be going into safe havens, right? Because you could very well see a Bitcoin rally, guys, with Cardano, Ethereum, etc., all get no action whatsoever. And
Yeah.
Krisha's literally marked out a area in the history of Bitcoin's rallies where we saw exactly that. I was long Bitcoin this entire zone over here. It was one of the best times of my life because altcoiners were getting absolutely wrecked. But that being said, Bitcoin had its way for so long that I kind of got a little bit too Bitcoiny, right, during the entire phase. And I had to like shake it out and be like, okay, Sean, you got to start trading the altcoins now. And then we had that really cool summer where we literally essentially did what we needed to for the bull market before the bull market even came, the big one at least. But you have to really make sure that you don't get stuck in the Bitcoin mindset either, just like how altcoiners shouldn't get stuck in the altcoin mindset. The pendulum swings one way and the other, right? Because Bitcoin dominance then got wrecked for a very long time, right? Let's go to Bitcoin dominance, and let's go to this was it from 2019 essentially. Bitcoin dominance was in a massive downtrend, right? You got one last retest over here, but look at that, look at the pain, right? The pendulum swings, guys. And if again, it's not confirmed yet, but if we start taking out these necklines over here, I think we're going to be seeing a big push towards the upside.
Yeah, so I feel like every time you see, okay, now of course this is like super anecdotal, it's from experience, of course, in the markets, but the last time we had this bear market, right, I still remember this so vividly, is that Bitcoin was like edging up, and it was the volatility, guys, died down to garbage. It was so bad. It was so bad. People were getting bored. And now then we suddenly started seeing like these altcoins like Binance Coin, and I'm noticing Binance Coin once again, showing a lot of strength on the chart. Just go ahead and look at the Binance Coin chart. So we had BNB, there was LTC because LTC was approaching its halving event. I believe there was Cardano, if I'm not wrong. Ethereum actually had a pretty freaking neat rally that we caught. But we saw these altcoins start rallying, right? So this is why Bitcoin, now think of the sentiment here. Altcoins are getting trashed. Now this is where we have a bunch of Bitcoin believers, the new Bitcoin believers that are born right out of this. Now all of their eyes are on Bitcoin. Volatility on Bitcoin dies down, okay? And then suddenly everybody's getting bored. And then what we saw last time was BNB, LTC, Ethereum, and a bunch of other coins just take off. And when I say take off, like, remember the volatility really kicked in. So now it's like a shiny object, right? Everyone's looking for the next shiny object, and now everybody's sitting and huddling into Bitcoin, and they're seeing BNB and shit run. And what happened there was that people then they're like, okay, fuck this, I'm just gonna go I'm gonna go
like,
and start trading some of
take
the
this shit
altcoins.
anymore.
So that's what happened there, right?
Yeah,
And
really
I got caught in that too.
There's a really
Okay,
nice quote.
I'm not.
There's there's nothing more painful than watching your neighbor make money and you not, right?
And
Like,
that's
fuck
pretty
this.
that's pretty much what happened, right? So and I noticed that a lot of people, I was in a bunch of groups back then, and I noticed a lot of people sort of jumped ship in that one sort of phase of the market. Barely jumped ship, and out of the freaking blue, I kid you not, Bitcoin's chart let's go back. Let's go back to that phase. I'm going to tell you what phase that was in, okay?
Let us see it on the charts.
Let's
Talk about
zoom
it.
in. Okay, because what I've noticed, by the way, this time, as well as the last bull market, is that we pretty much had a repeat of, the 2017 bull market. However, it was not as intense. Okay, the cycle, I believe, was a bit shorter, and it was a lot harder to play. It was a more choppy bull market than the last one. However, the events that took place was pretty freaking sequential, and I think you can map it out one for one. Okay, now once again, if we go back in here and we look at the same sort of events play out, basically, Bitcoin goes into this consolidation phase, volatility dies down, alts pick up in that time, everyone gets distracted by the alts, everyone floods into the alts. Right now, Bitcoin is just doing this, because this is what it was doing. And the alts guys was running, okay, during this phase. Alts were running, people were getting, they're feeling good. They're all into Ethereum and BNB and all of these other random coins, Litecoin, right? So everyone's in here and Bitcoin is doing this. No one's eyes were in Bitcoin.
Everyone forgot about Bitcoin.
Everyone
okay, I want you guys to viscerally understand that these are weekly candles, okay? Look at how Bitcoin was moving. And if you compare that to how Litecoin, etc. were moving, Ethereum for that matter too, it felt like Bitcoin wasn't moving at all.
Yeah.
Everyone took their eyes off Bitcoin.
Okay,
everyone.
That's distraction in the market. When everyone takes the eyes off Bitcoin, okay, there's a lot of alpha then suddenly just building on Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin is doing this. Everyone's getting super euphoric with the altcoins. And then out of the freaking blue, guys, this move, while it's a weekly candle, believe me when I say this happened in half an hour. Okay? It literally shot up in everyone's faces. Like click of a finger.
So I remember what happened that morning.
We were on the charts when this happened.
No, you're forgetting the morning off. Okay, I'm gonna tell them the story. Oops, what did I do?
You can just delete it. Yeah, that's cool.
That's good. What is this?
Here. There we go.
Okay, go back to that spot.
Okay. Daily. Let's go back on over to the weekly time frame. And boom. This is it.
Okay, yeah, apologies. So, that morning, okay, you rushed in to our room from the washroom and you're like, Sean, Bitcoin's at 4,500. You said something like that. But between the time that you took to get from the washroom to our room, Bitcoin had already jumped up to 5,200.
Yeah.
It was that monumental of a move. And now to all of you, you guys are thinking, oh, what's a big deal? Blah, blah, blah. Guys, that was a effing big deal. You guys don't understand. Back here, everyone was calling for Bitcoin down to 1,800, etc., etc. This was a huge pump from the lows, a huge pump. It was like Bitcoin was in its death throes over here. Everyone was calling game over for Bitcoin. Everyone, right? And then this happened. Like, it was huge. It was one of the oh man, I'll never forget this morning.
So I believe that something similar is going to take place this time as well, wherein everyone's going to get distracted with the altcoins. We're already seeing basically the signs of some of the altcoins actually starting the run first. I'm already looking at BNB. I think BNB is looking strong here. And once again, I think it's going to lead that run. So I'll be looking at BNB. And I think that the alts are going to run first. It's going to be a brief run until Bitcoin then takes over. And I think the stage is sort of set up for that once again. And that's the one key signature that I'll be keeping my eyes peeled on. So yeah, I'll be, if we get something similar to this, the next cycle I'm expecting it to get a bit more shorter. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think the next cycle gets shorter for Bitcoin? Because I think this one was relatively short, and as far as magnitude is concerned, it was a lot more compressed. The next one, I think, I don't know, maybe the top target is 100K. 200K.
I think so. I wouldn't, I like how, so nonchalantly people are like 100K, 200K. It's a big difference. It's just life-changing money. I think that we've been talking about this for a while, right? We've been talking about Bitcoin having these shorter bursts of bear markets and bull markets for a while. People are expecting a long, prolonged bear market for years. I don't think we're getting that. Because one of the big reasons for that is that the bond market, which is essentially the heart and blood of the entire world market, has gotten too sensitive to rate changes, right? And that affects everything, right?
Yeah.
That affects everything. So people are more likely to be extremely risk on, extremely risk off because of that sensitivity in the bond market as well, right? So the Fed hardly changes rates by a few basis points. Like you go up even 1% and the market is like, that's it, it's over, recession. People are on the street, they've lost their homes, blah, blah, blah. Like at the moment, you're seeing 4% mortgage rates and the mortgage market is freaking getting wrecked, right?
Yeah.
People are getting wrecked. But 4% interest rates was common just like maybe, I think, 8 years ago. It was very, very common. But so much has changed so fast. You go back to Alan Greenspan's days, 4% was a thing back then too. So things change slowly, and then epically,
Yeah.
right? Interest rates too were essentially a lot like how charts move, where they get compress, and then you see volatility. And you see volatility in real rates or inflation. But the Fed is going to try to artificially suppress that by picking winners and losers, right? So they're essentially going to do yield curve control, and it's the bondholders who are going to get wrecked over there. So, or people holding cash.
Yeah. So we'll be fleshing out these topics more in, of course, upcoming videos. I mean, all of these markets now, more than before, they're all intertwined, right? Even as far as basically interest rates are concerned. And I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, we had that entire Robinhood, phase as soon as we got out of COVID. Now, people are a lot more, in tune with the market, as well as with what the Fed has to say. I mean, people didn't even know who the Fed chairman was in terms of retailers, right? Now, a lot of retailers have poured into the space because now we have a lot more gateways for people to actually come in and trade many of the stocks. And this is not just cryptocurrency. I'm talking about traditional as well, right? There are a lot more gateways. So with that brings a lot more awareness in the space. And that's why everyone's going to cling on to every word that comes out of the Fed at this point. Every word. So the way I'm looking at this is that the Fed would really honestly just come out and just be dovish in one of their videos. For those of you who do not know what dovish means, it means they're leaning a bit more, I don't want to say bullish would be the wrong word, but if liquidity, if money was a tap, right? They're looking to basically turn on the tap, okay? Turning on that tap, if they choose to turn on the tap, out of the tap comes money. That is basically, that's liquidity for everybody, right? Everyone can start taking loans at better rates, at lower rates, so which is good. All of that money then gets siphoned into the markets. If not the markets, then something else. Basically, consumers start consuming more. So that's a good thing. But as soon as the Fed even comes out, even slightly dovish, I'll be looking for that to be priced in, right? People will start acting on that impulse. You're like, okay, the Fed is dovish. I think things are going to get better. Let's go and let's start investing. So people are going to be taking that step pretty fast compared to before.
No, I agree here.
Right?
So let's take some questions now from the chat. Let's actually engage with the chat a little bit. Mock says, next BAM when? We should be doing another episode of Bitcoin and Macro very, very soon. We'll be doing that. Sherwin, are you listening? The audience requests it. So I'm letting Krisha and Sherwin lead that, because there's too much on my plate at the moment.
Also, guys, come on, let's smash those likes. Let's get the likes up. What are the likes at right now? I'm still sort of new to the whole live stream thing, so I'm trying to get my my head around. I'm trying to wrap my head around all of the numbers that I have on my screen right now.
So behind the curve says risk is proof of stake not secure enough for DeFi, and enterprises migrate to proof of work layer 2. So when you say proof of work layer 2, are you talking about Bitcoin and its layer 2, or is there a proof of work layer 2 on top of something else I'm not aware of? But no, I totally do agree that the merge is a massive risk factor on its own. The event is priced in as a extremely bullish event, which inherently makes it a bearish event now because all the bullishness is already priced in. So now all that is left to price in is the risk, right? I was trying to explain this to my brother, and you got to think about it that way, right? What happens when everybody realizes that everyone who had to buy in has bought in, and then price doesn't start moving. Instead, price breaks down. Now, once price starts breaking down, people start thinking about, oh, wait a minute, why is price breaking down? And now the entire bearishness of the macro situation, the entire bearishness of the mood, the negative mood everyone has, gets people thinking, ooh, what if this migration doesn't go well? What if this goes bad? What if that goes bad? What if they mess up here? What if they mess up there? So now people start pricing in more and more risk into the event, as opposed to only the good stuff, which is already priced in. Like, I've heard like podcasters and VCs say Ethereum is going to 8,000 by November because merge. Okay. Ethereum may eventually go to 8,000. I completely agree. But if all of you are expressing your opinion on Ethereum, and you guys are big players, you guys are all expressing your opinion on Ethereum going to 8,000 so soon, I don't see there being enough time for new players to enter to push price up that fast.
Yeah.
It could. But you guys are the big players, and you guys are already in, and everyone's talking about it. So who's left to buy? That's my big question. And well, price is broken down now, right? So maybe now we might start seeing some new buyers come in, but I don't think BTC is done.
No, I've done the back testing, by the way. So what I did the back testing on was this: Bitcoin dominance. Okay, I took a bunch of charts. Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin USD, of course. And I took a bunch of altcoins against Bitcoin. And now let's face it, when the markets get bullish, when things start to rally, everything rallies together against USD. All right, now this holds true for the most part. Bitcoin USD rallies, Ethereum USD rallies, Cardano USD rallies, everything rallies against USD. However, like I said, the magnitude of the move could be different amongst all of these coins. Now, when I notice Bitcoin dominance, let's go to Bitcoin dominance chart. Right now, this is something that I've gone back, I've tested it out. So for those of you who are here right now, this is a cool sort of observation that I've made, and it plays out pretty freaking darn well. It's this. It's that when Bitcoin, now we're at this current phase, now we're seeing that Ethereum BTC is breaking down, right? Not just Ethereum BTC, but we're seeing a bunch of altcoins break down against Bitcoin, and we're seeing Bitcoin dominance rally as well. Usually when that breakdown comes, more often than not, we see that strong continuation. They move in cycles. Okay, this is what I've noticed. They move in cycles. We see that continuation to the downside. Basically, Bitcoin picking up momentum on dominance, and the altcoins losing dominance against Bitcoin. So at this point, Bitcoin is usually a better sort of store of value, all right, amongst the altcoins. So I look at this chart right now, Bitcoin is looking stronger against the altcoins, and I think this is going to continue just simply based on what the FBTC chart is doing right now, as well as some of the other altcoins against Bitcoin is doing. This breakdown, guys, has literally just begun. Yes, we could get a rally from here. Basically, I'm looking at this as a beautiful head and shoulders. I'm sure that many of you guys see it.
For this? What's your
right?
move?
Right. Shoulder, head, shoulder, break. Right? We could see a rally, but I'll be looking for a rejection here. And then come back down. And now, of course, depending on the cycle, we could see this was the previous cycle low. We could see a higher low being placed in, but I'll be expecting Ethereum to come down lower against Bitcoin. Now, the ETHUSD chart doesn't necessarily have to be bearish, like I'd mentioned. If Bitcoin rallies, Ethereum is also going to rally. It's just that Bitcoin is going to rally that much more, that much harder. Okay, so that is something to to note about the Bitcoin dominance chart. Play that edge. There's a bit of an edge there, so I'll be gunning for that one. And I think Bitcoin, it's been some time. When was the last time Bitcoin actually saw that rally against the altcoins?
It's been a while. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. Almost 2 years.
It's been a while. I'll be looking for that to come in soon. I think the next sort of run up, Bitcoin is going to be the shining star.
All right, so let's take a few more questions now, Krisha. If you can.
Let's go. Aaron Watson's in here. How's it going, man? So if we get a spot ETF for Bitcoin and then a spot ETF for Ethereum, I think it will be huge in a couple of years. So I think the spot ETF for Bitcoin is pretty much already out, right?
I think he's referring specifically to the United States. So the US doesn't have one yet. I think Australia just announced one. Canada has one. I think Switzerland has one too now. So
I really like the fact that Canada actually led the initiative there. I'm not going to call it the initiative, but they sort of led the movement there. They're the first ones who actually got it approved.
How's it going, Sam? Sam is in here, Krisha. Philippe is in here too.
How's it going, Sam?
Philippe says, you say that BTC is going to run so much higher. One question. But that's not a question, Philippe. He's hitting enter, though. He's learned to hit enter after every sentence, half sentence like I do.
No, take your time. Take your time. I'll follow along with your question.
Keep at it, Philippe. I like this style. But, he says, you could also pick some alts. Yeah, you could. Very well. Yeah. Like, for example, Chainlink did really well while a lot of the altcoins were getting wrecked. And we traded Chainlink beautifully, right? We just need to find the trend and then trade it.
Yeah.
Right? So you're completely right over there. But in general, you don't want to be bag holding. You don't want to be pre-picking all coins and just waiting for them to pump. You want to wait for them to show you the trend and then pick them, right? That's what we do over here at Mango. Now in the bull market, you could just buy anything and everything's going to eventually pump, right? But I don't think we're at that point yet. We're not at that bag holding altcoin point.
Not yet. Not yet. It's gonna come. It's just not.
We got a request to cover Nifty 50.
What's the ticker?
Should
Just
be Nifty 50. Yeah.
Nifty 50. I think that's such a cool ticker name. Nifty. That's so nifty.
Weekly downtrend, sitting on support. Could you turn on the Ichimoku, Krisha? Cloud support, that's good. But not good either. Downtrend is very, very apparent over here, man. Like, let me just go mark it out for you. Like, weekly downtrend, right? You literally have low lows, low highs, low lows, low highs. So, we might be putting in a higher low here, actually.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's not confirmed yet, right? So, if we can take back the Kijun over here, man, this red horizontal sitting at, what's that, Krisha? 16400-ish?
Yeah, 16,400.
Yeah, 16,400. That'd be our first clue. But the big buy is going to be above this juncture here, right? The Tenkin, 21 EMA, 10 SMA, right over there. And that's coming in at around, could you read that for me, Krisha?
17,050.
Yeah, so
yeah, I mean
right
it's
that's going to be the bullish signal. Now if you're betting long term on the Indian market, this could be a good buy opportunity depending on what you think the macro fundamentals are, etc., etc. But keep in mind that it could go down and you need to be able to get out, because if this goes down, it looks like it wants to come down deep. So be a little bit more careful. I'd rather buy above the Kijun. I'd rather it confirm its high low over here. It's looking good though. It's looking good here because it might be putting in a high low here.
Yeah, so watch out for, I think Sean is right. I think it's squeeze right now. What does Nifty 50 really consist of? If someone can help me out with that.
Probably the top 50 major blue chip stocks in India. Right? It's the Nifty 50. Nifty 50 was a term used back in the day in the American market too. In like the 1960s, 1970s, they had a Nifty 50. The Indian market is in its maturity phase. There's a lot of opportunity here, massive opportunity. Let's check out Sensex. Krisha's like, what are these?
What's
Krisha's
the
like, what are these?
That can go either way.
So it's just pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm guessing Nifty 50 is an index of the 50 coins on Sensex, right, Nathan? Could you?
This is cool. I really like the fact that it actually, so on the week of 9th of May, it broke that key sort of horizontal, right, at 53K. Now this is Sensex, 53K. And the next candle, though, that was a pretty freaking strong candle that we actually managed to take it out. Once again, I think it's pretty much the same chart. You're looking at a range. And basically what Sean just sort of mentioned, look at the range. I believe we take out the Kijun tomorrow at around 54.7. I mean, you were talking about Nifty. Let's go back to Nifty 50. Nifty 50. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so back to Nifty 50. We take out the Kijun right here. 16.4K-ish. I think we could very well rally to around 16.8 to around 17K. But this was, I really like this juncture here, man. I think this was pretty neat. It was a fake out, yes. I'm sure a lot of people actually got trapped on that and then got squeezed out of their shorts because this was a key horizontal. If you just notice, I'm going to zoom out. Look at this entire juncture here, right? Where we had a bunch of candle closes right underneath that region, and we did that for how many weeks was that? Right? So if you just go ahead and do that, that was a good 7 weeks of rejection on that level. So that was a very, very key level that it took out right here. I'm sure a lot of people got trapped here. This could be a squeeze, depending on if we close over that Kijun, that could actually lead the next sort of run up to 17K. So that's something that I'll keep my eyes on. But if we get rejected on the Kijun, we could, I would expect another sort of plunge to the downside, testing around that 16K region once again. So yeah. Let's take more questions. Bitcoin, the king of crypto, but Ethereum will be like the queen of crypto because it was the first smart contract platform. I think Ethereum is going to stay. Ethereum is here to stay. It is the crypto blue chip, right, at this point. I don't think Ethereum is dying next cycle or anything like that. Ethereum is here to stay. As as expensive as the network gets to actually transact on it. Now, depending on whether or not, basically how they execute proof of stake, that could, of course, it would likely have an effect on the fees, making it maybe a bit more cost efficient, but we'll see how that goes. But I don't think Ethereum is going anywhere, irrespective if we have proof of work still on or proof of stake. The whole thing of proof of stake on Ethereum has been a topic that's just been going on for freaking years on end, and it's just one delay after another, and people have just been harping on about it to a point where people actually forgot the consensus method of Ethereum. A lot of people thought it was proof of stake. So no, Ethereum is actually, after this recent update, but before that, it was still proof of work, right? What else? Any other questions? Sub 1K Ethereum looks likely before we really turn around, I think. You think, Wolvie? I'm looking, that would be nice. I think sub 1K Bitcoin would be a snatch. I would be, I'd likely try and bid that region if we do get down there. 1K Bitcoin would be pretty freaking neat. Okay, Garima Saroj comes in. She's like, Nifty 50, it's an index of top 50 blue chip Indian companies. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. ADA targets. The inverted Bitcoin chart looks like a ticking time bomb. Really, that's a bullish thing, right? The inverted Bitcoin chart. Let's go ahead and check out Cardano. Cardano. Can we just cue that Obama meme where he's just like we can all just act it out. This is Cardano led the bear market, guys. Cardano led the bear market. I think we can all agree with that. But don't get me wrong, okay? Cardano has so much network effects to it that, if I get a good sort of bid on Cardano, I will likely get a bag there. I like the network effect that Cardano has on it. I feel like that's the one thing it really more than the innovation on the blockchain itself. I think it's the network effect that really carries Cardano on. I'm not sure if you guys have been on Cardano subreddit. Like the stories that you see there, and it's like one big, platoon of people just, cheering each other up over losing bags and losing positions and people bleeding out. And it's the craziest thing. It's like a cult.
It's like a cult.
It's a cult.
We are living in times where people are forming cults everywhere, though.
Yeah.
Right. It's the time of the cult. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, guys, we have only 50 likes. You guys are gonna you guys are gonna ensure that I waste these two shots over here. Remember what we said, Krisha is gonna be downing both shots if we get to 100 likes. And the reason Krisha has not been asking you guys to hit the like button is because she's trying to avoid taking both the shots. And one's a gin shot, one's a vodka shot. So that's gonna ensure that she gets really, really tipsy for the stream. And you guys wanna see Krisha get tipsy. And if you guys don't hurry up on hitting the like button, you're not gonna get enough time for the alcohol to settle in this girl, because she gets Krisha's a fun drunk. Krisha's a really fun drunk.
He's trying to incentivize you guys. Krisha's a fun drunk. Hey, I'm not fun otherwise.
Kinda.
I think that I cooked for him today.
I have a massive headache today, so I don't want to be drinking. So it's all on you two. Like my head's been
Sean
splitting
is
for 2
teaching me how to
days.
drive a stick, guys. I got driving
That's an excuse.
tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You can't be hungover tomorrow morning. I'm
Driving
teaching you how to
hungover.
drive a stick, guys. How's that going, by the way, Krisha?
It's
What's been harder for you to learn? How to control the clutch or how to trade?
How to control the clutch. That clutch is a pain in the ass, man. Holy shit. What's the deal with Bitfinex longs? Why? What's happening? with them?
Don't pay too much attention to that, man, because you don't really know whether those longs are being offset by other positions, and that's just longs on Bitfinex. You don't know what's going on other exchanges, etc., etc. It's not really a meaningful indication, right? Just be very, very careful getting too carried away with that. At the end of the day, price is your best indication.
Amen. Is there anything here? I'm probably just hanging out to strings right now with Cardano. But no, it could be something. Why the hell not,
I
right?
think there's some sort of hard fork coming up.
A descending channel on Cardano. I mean, let's do a bit of price analysis on this. I think Cardano is we have a lot of Cardano fanboys and fangirls in Mango, so I'll do a pretty decent analysis on Cardano right now. I think this is currently in a range, of course, range bound. Range I'm looking at is 61 cents, coming all the way down to 38 cents. If you guys want to go ahead and mark it out on your charts, go ahead and do so. I think Cardano plays extremely well off of just plain SNR. I think it does very, very well, actually. Been pretty freaking profitable on this. So mark out 38, basically 38 cents, coming all the way down to around 33 cents. I think that's it's more like a zone of support. But more importantly, I want to see if there's any sort of, who has the edge here? Is it the bulls, the bears? Let's go ahead and draw out that midpoint. I'm pretty focused on the mids usually to get a good tell on these markets. Okay,
Cardano
we've
has led the bear
lost.
market, by the way.
We've lost the midpoint.
We're just trying to find good news on the chart for you guys. Switch on to the monthly, you may see something. There you go, it's testing the highs. Kinda, right? Kinda. Right, those
Yes.
previous highs.
But I'm looking at whether we can come back down to give it an official test.
Most likely. It
Right.
does look like it wants to on the lower time frames.
Yeah, guys, I think, okay, how about this? Tomorrow, if we actually close the weekly underneath this level, around 48 cents, I think we come down further. I'll be looking at 38 cents as the next stop. That's gonna be a pretty decent range to be had for Cardano. Yeah, I got 20% still to the downside. I think that the downside, the bear side, has a bit more alpha on it, but not that much. I think it's sort of tapering off. So watch out if you're someone looking to take short positions, by all means. But I would, of course, this is my personal opinion, but I would only trade the ranges as opposed to trading one big massive trend on it. So quick heads up on that. Look at ADA on BNAX exchange. Why? What's it doing there? ADA by far my biggest holding. Perps. You've been holding since the top, out of curiosity. So what's the plan for some of these coins? I understand that some of you guys are long-term hodlers on coins like Cardano and stuff. But what's the plan? Do you just plan on holding it for every cycle to come? Is that the conviction play? Away from the bottom. Yeah. Philippe, I agree. I completely agree. I think we're pretty freaking close right now. If we're not already there, we're close. T Home says this bear market is over in 3 months or less. Not going to be a crypto winter this time. Countries buying at 40K are going to want to buy at 30K. Yes, we are at 29K. We are coming down from 60K. Hey, you know what? It's actually pretty cool that you mentioned that, because I'm going to just pull up something from my Twitter. There's a stat that I read and I sort of retweeted, and I thought it was pretty cool. I have to go, of course. I didn't I didn't check it too much, but I'll probably just go and sort of cross-check with the facts out there. But anyways, this guy's a verified account, Alistair Milne. So he says 2/3, that's 66% of all Bitcoin that exist have not been moved for over 12 months. Basically, Hodler's conviction is at an all-time high. Hodler's conviction is at an all-time high. So he says, I feel certain we will look back and wonder, why didn't we buy more?
So 60% of all
66,
hodlers.
yeah.
Read that again, slowly.
2/3,
Okay.
which accounts for 66% of all Bitcoin that exist, have not been moved for over 12 months.
Wow.
2/3 of all the minted Bitcoin have not been moved for over 12 months. After this dip that we've had, that is around, what is this? Around 60%. That Bitcoin has still not been moved.
That's huge.
Philippe Catch, you can get on over to my Twitter. It's Crash Talk. Crash Talks, at Crash Talks, and you will see me there.
We should also show a couple of... Oh, Krisha, you should show people the thingy.
Okay.
The automatic report project. So it's Alt3. It should show Discord.
Alt3. Look at me. I'm like a grandma. Like, I gotta look at the keyboard. My grandma can probably do a better job. Okay, Alt3.
Did it work?
Oh, trippy. But yes, so now we have new automated reports for Bitcoin and Ethereum, correct?
Yeah. So you guys should be able to see it on your Discord. So if you guys aren't in the Discord yet, make sure you join at themangoway.com/Discord. It is currently open, won't be open forever. FYI. So if you scroll down to the automatic report project right over here, the rest of you Mongolians should be able to see access to Bitcoin and Ethereum automatic reports that are generated once every day, and another one is generated on the weekly candle open. So yeah, again, Krisha, do you want to go through it, or should I just give them a quick rundown?
You can just give them a quick
So essentially, the way this is structured, guys, is that each automated report consists of the events section. So basically, what new stuff has just happened on the most recent daily candle open or the weekly candle open, and what was good out of it and what was bad out of it, right? So for example, currently on Bitcoin, the daily candle opened, and the only good was that, hey, Bitcoin is up 1.4%. Bad, nothing, right? But underneath is what you guys are really looking for in terms of your analysis, right? This is essentially a automated version of Mango's analysis. It gives you the bearish points and the bullish points. At the current juncture, there are no bullish points whatsoever, right? Bullish is none, but there's a lot of bearishness going on over here. There's a death cross, there's a silver death cross, there's a bearish Tenkin Kijun cross as well, active and confirmed. The Ichimoku cloud is red, and price is in a confirmed Ichimoku bearish posture as well, right? Because we have cloud is red, TK cross is bearish, price underneath the Kijun. Traders should be prudent and not look for any bullish trend trades until these conditions get better. However, there may be opportunities for bear trend trades, right? So this is an automated report for Bitcoin. We also have one for Ethereum. Let's go ahead and check it out right over here. Again, notable events. The only thing that good happened on today's daily candle close was Ethereum is up 3.76%. So if you guys wake up in the morning and you guys don't have access to a chart, so you guys just want a quick read on everything that's going on without being able to actually analyze or have access to the Mango's daily analysis, this is a quick way to read everything, right? So you guys can see right over here that, hey, Ethereum has a death cross, Ethereum has a silver cross, and Ethereum has a bearish TK cross as well, etc., etc. It gives you volatility conditions as well. And if you scroll up to some of the old analysis, you guys will be able to see some events that have happened. For example, right over here, it tells you that Ethereum is down 1.86% on the current daily candle close, but also tells you that, hey, price tested the 10 SMA and it failed to close above it. That is good information, right? To wake up in the morning and just quickly read. You're like, oh, wait a minute, that was a test and a rejection of the 10 SMA. Right, let's go ahead and find another one. price lost the 10 SMA, right? So if you go through the story of this day by day, right, you wake up one day and you're like, oh damn, Ethereum lost the 10 SMA. 2 days later, it tells you, wait a minute, Ethereum tested the 10 SMA, was it? Yeah, Ethereum tested the 10 SMA and failed to close above it. So we lost it, tested it, gave you your exit, and we didn't close above it. So that's still bearish. That's a bearish trend for Ethereum, right? And then the next day Ethereum is down 7.7%, right? So this was your big signal right over here. Next day, Ethereum down, right? Is that a coincidence? No, I just gave you guys a story. So this is available for all of you guys in the Mango Grove. So go ahead and join the Discord if you guys aren't in yet. And remember, this is in alpha. So if you guys find any bugs or any issues, please do let us know. We are looking to improve this, and we will be improving this. We have some really, really cool stuff that will be coming in. And yeah, Krisha, anything you want to add?
Yeah, join the Discord if you guys want access to this. themangoway.com/Discord. This is amazing for, by the way, when you're on the freaking move. I cannot tell you how many times I've been on the move, and I'm trying to look at charts, and I'm just like, I get car sick, I get this motion sickness, so I can't look at my phone for too long. So, and that's when I'm charting. I hate it. But sometimes, I don't know, I'm always curious, right? I want to see what price is done. So this is a really, really good way to get a good sort of summary on what price action has done. So definitely join the chat to get access to Bitcoin and Ethereum, and these are these amazing daily reports with charts. If if something special happens, you can see these charts sort of posted. Freaking Mock, great job, man.
We also have something else in the works, which will be insights. Now we're still working on. By the way, guys, give Mock a lot of mangoes, and give that dude Sean a lot of mangoes too, because this has been a lot of hard work on our part. We're always looking to improve your experience over here at the Mango Grove, so make sure that you guys hit the like button if you guys haven't yet. Keep us motivated to keep giving you more. And on that note, we're working on something else that will be essentially again a lot more work, so we're not sure whether we're going to keep at it, but it's going to be like a Mango Insight section. Now we have posted some of this already in the Grove. Mock has been working on this, some really, really cool insights, right? So for example, right over here, I'm going to read out a couple. We were able to backtest all of the data from 2013, Krisha, from 2013 to today, and we were able to determine that the probability of a bullish week when the Tuesday takes out Monday's high is 72%, right? So this is something that we want to be able to sorry, I got distracted. I'm pretty sure someone gave me mangoes right over here. But anyways, this is something we want to check on Tuesday, right? Let's say Tuesday takes out Monday's high, right? In terms of price action, I'm pretty sure all of you guys understand why this is, right? You take out so essentially what this is telling you is that Monday is likely going to set in an important high. If Tuesday takes out that high after that, the likeliness that we close the week green is going to be 72%. Now the opposite is true as well. A bearish week is when Tuesday takes out Monday's low, and the likelihood of that is 60%. Those are good odds. Those are good probabilities to trade, right? So if you guys have a system that is making you go short, you guys might be wanting to, or rather you guys may have more confidence to take your trade on a Tuesday if this condition is met. You're like, Tuesday just took out Monday's low, I'm going to put on that short trade now. Probability has just increased even further, right? Now right over here, probability of a bullish week when Monday's low is not taken out on a Tuesday or Wednesday is 73%. Probability of a bearish week when Monday's high is not taken out on on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Now imagine combining this with the reports. Yeah. Right? So think of how much information and edge you can get from just the Bitcoin and Ethereum reports that come out on a daily basis, as well as the insights when the insights do come out. So that's pretty
So our goal over here is to make sure that you guys don't need us. We're going to teach you everything we know on these daily videos, and you guys are going to have access to these tools. And for those of you guys who want a more structured way to learn, etc., you guys have access to the seed program that is available. It's unlimited access, right? There's no time limit on when your subscription ends or whatever. It's like lifetime access. So you guys are not going to need us soon, because the entire point of Mango is to constantly grow, right? And Mango is growing too. You guys have seen our growth the amount we have learned over the past few years, that we are talking about new concepts. So we want you guys to grow with us. We want you guys to come with us on our journey and learn these new concepts with us. We'll be starting a new podcast soon too, where we'll be talking about macro topics in relation to Bitcoin. So stay tuned for that. We've done 2 already so far, right, with Sherwin, Krisha?
Yeah.
And it's been fun. So that's gonna, and we're gonna be talking, we're gonna be combining all of it into one big holistic view, though, right? These insights, these reports are gonna be things that Sherwin is going to be bringing up in I'm only assigning Sherwin things to do. Sherwin is going to be like bringing up these reports on the podcast, and we can talk about them and discuss them and what tradable opportunities there are, etc., etc. And yeah, so guys, again, if you guys aren't subscribed yet, great things to be coming. The bear market is where we build and we learn and we study, and you guys want to be joining us.
Ratio, does someone want to link the Discord chat? I think it's the mangoway.com/discord to get on over to the Discord chat. Mark, Sean, you guys are getting a lot of applause here. Great job on these. It's really, they've done a phenomenal job. Fantastic job. The teamwork on this was pretty freaking pretty awesome to watch. Hey, Lucas is in here. How's it going, man? Let's see if there are any more questions before we wrap up. Garima says, so appreciate this. Wonderful. Yeah, this is gonna be like amazing. Discord expired.
Krisha, could you change the link from your edit thingy button to themangoway.com/?
I'm going to first watch me and my tools. Boom. Okay, yeah, you can do it. I'll talk to you guys.
I was gonna click end stream instead of edit stream. Oops. Let's just do it right now.
Okay.
So
someone asked about Luna too. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Yeah, just change this bit over here to themangoway.com/discord. So guys, you guys can see, right, I'm putting everything in place so that I can take my leave soon. Krisha's going to be leading the streams, and the podcasts are going to be done by Krisha and Show, and I'll just be a guest, and I'm just going to be gaming with Mock. That's what Mock and I are going to do. We're going to create all these automated report generation thingies and AI thingies for you. I'm just going to game all day.
They're going to be running away from ghosts, right? Dead by daylight.
Dead by daylight.
What are your thoughts on ApeCoin, bro? What is ApeCoin doing?
It's in a downtrend. We covered ApeCoin. I did a video on ApeCoin, and we took profits, etc., etc. It broke down, etc., etc. So yeah, I did a deep analysis on ApeCoin. You should go watch it. We traded it from around here all the way to somewhere here-ish.
Yeah.
Right. Where did it break down? Yeah, somewhere here. But yeah, this is, I mean, it's not as long as if you guys are looking to accumulate this for whatever reason, right? The big red flag is going to be if it loses this level here at $5. Loses $5, it could go down like deep, so be careful. So if it loses $5, you guys just want to stay away until it starts reclaiming some new levels. At that point, we'll re-approach the charts and we'll give you guys more levels. For now, though, the key level for you guys to be watching is this entire zone here, actually. The $5 candle close and these lows over here. So this is what you want to be watching, man. You don't want Ape to be losing this. What you want it to do, if it does penetrate the red box, is something like this. Take out the wick low and then bounce up immediately. Any candle close. Why is this upside down? What's going on? Yeah, you guys get the idea, though. Any candle close underneath this level is really, really bad. If you close underneath, wait for it to reclaim this level, and then you can trade it above. But I wouldn't touch it.
I'm not touching all coins just yet, guys.
I think we should wrap up soon, Krisha.
Yes, sirree. All right, guys. I hope. I mean, this was a pretty impromptu stream. We tried. We figured that we'd come in and give you guys our thoughts, getting into the next weekly close. But yeah, any more questions? We'll take 2 more questions and we'll wrap it up. Looking forward to more. People are excited for the insights and the reports. Mark, Sean. I think, yeah, so Philip Carr, what do you guys think about the gala? I don't know about the gala. I haven't, we were only looking at the charts, trading the TA on gala during the bull run. Thoughts on Luna 2.0? Shitcoin. Shitty shitcoin. From $30 to $4. Has it gone up just yet? I don't think so. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for tuning in, Philippe.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
Adam Bernard, welcome to the fam, bud. Don't forget to subscribe and join the Discord chat if you're not already in. Mango Way, we updated the link, so you'll find the link in the description.
Let's see. My head's killing.
He's tired. Alrighty, guys.
Bitcoin dominance.
29k. Dixie falling. Okay.
This looks like we may want to bounce soon.
I think the stage is set up at least, at the very least, for a Bitcoin relief rally.
Then again, Dixie did this. So.
Yeah. Bitcoin, I'm looking for the next week to be a green week. And I am anticipating that green week. I think shorts are going to get squeezed out. And we saw a bunch of shorts actually close out their positions today.
Dixie, pretty much.
Testing?
It lost horizontals though, so this is the final test. Yeah, I think this is broken. This is just for diagonal traders to think that there's hope, but there's no hope. This wants to come down.
About time. A lot of the developing nations are feeling a lot of pressure right now. Thanks for the stream. Thanks, Krisha and Sean. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was fun, and hopefully I can hop on to these streams with Sean. Moving forward. Notice the that's right.
Take a huge load off me.
But don't worry.
Yeah,
Mr. Mango is going to be
Dixie
here
is-
to give you his good morning ×3. With all of that energy and all of that passion. That way
Not
you
today,
get
though.
all the golden nuggets with as much freaking mango juicy energy that you guys deserve. Now I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Have an amazing Sunday, and of course we will see you next week. And with this, you guys trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Sean, final thoughts?
Ciao. I need some sleep, guys. I need some sleep.
See you guys.